to another Power Ranger video. This is something I've been waiting to do for quite a while, and I just haven't got around to doing it. I usually do this every 6 months. I do like a little update of the collection room and a little tour, and I haven't actually done one since I've changed rooms. So today I thought I would get that done. A couple of people have been asking me for it, and I've been saying I'm gonna be doing it. Unfortunately, life's been in the way. I have got plenty of reviews coming in the next couple of weeks, and I will try and put out 2 a week just to catch up. So if you want to see them and you enjoy this video, please subscribe. But anyway, I'm going to be showing you my entire collection. So this is from Super7, Lightning Collection, 3-0, and other 1/6 scale figures. So I will try and do it in some sort of order. But anyway, let's take a look at what we've got. So in the window, I just had this blank shelf, and it just sort of goes all the way around the window, really. So I thought I would chuck a few Funkos up there. So obviously we've got red, yellow, pink, black, and the blue variations of each Funko and whatever that's been put up there. So it's just a nice storage space to be able to use. And over here next to my bed, this is a 3D printed statue. I did receive this from Christmas. It is painted very, very nicely. And yeah, really enjoy this. This is my workstation, so this is where the magic happens. It is a bit of a mess, I'm afraid, so please ignore the mess. Starting up here, we've just got loads of random bits over here, really. So it's just a card that my kids made. And some Power Ranger coins, which I've shown before. Some of the Power Ranger plushies with some 12-inch figures. Over here, we've got our signed picture, as well as all my other signed goodies. So this is just an area to keep all those together. So obviously some of our Lightning Collection figures, they're the ones I've managed to be able to get signed so far, along with the Hasbro basic Megazord. This light's quite funky. It just turns on when my laptop's on, turns off because I've got it plugged in there. But people do tend to ask me where I got this from, and this was just a cheap thing from eBay. So if you're looking for those, have a look on eBay. I just typed in like lightning bolt LED wall light or something like that. This is where I've kept a lot of my White Ranger stuff. It's not quite enough to have like a full shelf dedicated to it yet, so this is just where we are for now. A couple of different figures there. This is the 1/12 scale White Sun, third party like Mezco kind of thing, along with some other little White Ranger bits there. On here we've got all of our PCS statues, as well as our Action Q figures. Very enjoyable, especially that Draken looks very nice. I just really wish they'd done some more, but it's been a couple of years since they've been putting these out, so it doesn't look like we're going to be getting any more of those. I do try and keep everything together. So this is my Funko collection. So I'm very close to finishing this. It is taking quite a while. They have taken a back seat recently since I've been collecting Super7 stuff as well. But just a little preview there. We've got some of the Power Ranger, the movie pops. They're the NFTs. This is actually a 3D print that I painted myself, and then I did print out a little one, but it didn't really come out very well as planned, but very cool. This is also the new Megazord, which has the bitty pop inside, whatever it's called, and the face obviously closes down. Over here, some more 3D prints. So these are just wall plaques that I've been printing off. They did come out quite well, but some of them not so great. Obviously the bits missing in the mouth there, but whatever. I'd say the pink one probably come out the best, but altogether they look nice. It was just to sort of fill that gap on the wall, really. And over this side, we've got a lot of our, I would say probably more premium stuff. Is a bit more expensive. I do try and keep nice. So in the back of the Detolf, I've got these printed backgrounds. They're by a guy called That Backdrop Guy. You can check him out on Instagram if you're interested in them. He doesn't just do Power Ranger stuff. He do pretty much anything, to be honest. And this is the full set of the 1/6 scale Toys Battalion figures. I must say this probably is one of, if not the most favourite item in my collection. It just looks absolutely beautiful. I do wish he had the other coin inside, but it's just whatever. But yeah, these are really good quality, very nice figures. I'm very happy with them. I really hope that they do the rest of the ninjas. I have got the pink one on order, so she will be coming soon. Also from Toys Battalion, we've got our Ninja White Ranger. Like I say, I'm waiting for the pink one, so she will be going in there when it's ready. At the bottom, this is just random ones. So I've got the Matt Cook figure at the front with the Ranger Slayer behind, 3-0 putty, and the Dragon Shield figures at the back there. Excuse the angle, I can't really get there because of my desk, but I've got another putty which I probably will put into the collection. Now these are all in colour order, and they should all be the same. We've obviously got our White Ranger here, so we've got our Lightning Collection helmet, our 3-0 figure, the Hasbro basic figure. We've also got some what I would call like little silly bits down here. So this is a Super7 reaction figure. I've got our Loyal Subjects figure there, which was gifted to me a little while ago, so hugely appreciate that. And a small pop. On this side, I have got the Legacy Communicator, just because at the time I didn't have the Master Morpher to go in there with it, but now I've got that in there. I think I'm going to leave it and leave the Master Morpher where it is. Next up we've got blue, so this is the same again, and these are, like I say, going to be the same other than the morphers, so I have tried to match it as best as possible. Again, a very nice figure, the blue one, by the way. The morphers inside have got each coloured coins to suit each ranger. So as you can see down here, we've got the yellow one as well. I have got a helmet being made for that, so that should be on the way soon. And at the bottom, we've got Lord Draken. There isn't much in there because there isn't enough Draken stuff out there. Although Super7 are doing a reaction figure that should be out soon, so that'll be going in there as well. Now these live by my telly, so I thought I'd just pick them up to show you, but with a nice Green Ranger controller holder. It is 3D printed, but it's painted absolutely beautiful by hand. I did buy this off of Etsy. You can download the files to these and print them yourself, or you can buy them pre-painted on Etsy. I have seen some that are not very well painted, so I was glad that when I received mine, I was very happy with how well it was done. I also received this funky little plushie. And another item I really enjoy, so this is the Matt Cook Green Ranger. It is one of the Diamond Select statues. They're not that expensive to buy, but they look very nice. The red one is coming out this year, so I will be ordering that at some point. This has got a little bit dusty, I'm afraid, so please excuse me. But yeah, absolutely beautiful figure indeed. And over the other side, so this is some more just random small bits. I do just put all the sort of villain stuff on here, and it's likely that I'll end up coming up with some sort of display for the reaction figures. I'm either going to 3D print some sort of scenery to go inside a Detolf or inside another cabinet or something like that, or just line them all up on another shelf. I don't really know which one I'm going to go with yet. But underneath, again, this is the same for the other side. The background, again, is from that backdrop guy. This is the Green Ranger shelf with a custom morpher that used to be a pink one, and I'd just sprayed it and got a new lens for it. So, again, same as the other side. So we've got the helmet, the morpher, the small bits, and the 3-0 figure. Coming down again, same for the red. And the pink with her own morpher. At the bottom, we have got the black. He's missing the helmet. But I have actually 3D printed one, so I'm just waiting to paint that. It's had the first coat of black, and then I'm just going to sort out the details on the rest of it. So that's what we've got so far. I also picked up these statues. So the green one I'd had for a little while. When I found out the white one was coming, I had to have the red as well, just in case they end up doing a full set. But these are really nice. I believe they're by Diamond Select as well. And they are limited to a certain number. So if you do see these and you are wanting them, don't wait on them, just pick them up. Okay, this room is a bit of a mess, I'm afraid, but please ignore it, and my apologies. So this is my Green Ranger section of the wall anyway, so there's a couple of shelves here with loads of Green Ranger stuff on. We've got the PCS statue, some totally random bits. We've got a bendy figure still in the card up there, cassette tape, we've got some Funkos. Moving down here, this is more of the stuff that I would probably want to keep nice, so some of my favourite items here. We've got the Green Ranger Lightning Collection still in his box with the Spectrum version in the box behind. We've got both versions of the reaction figures, so they're battle damaged and the normal. This is probably one of my favourite items. That's just an absolutely immaculate flip head. It's not a re-release from the Legacy line. It is the original, and it is absolutely crisp card. So that'd probably be one of the last things that would go in my collection. And then just some other random bits down here, including the new Lightning Collection figure. Down here, we've also got a box version Lightning Collection figure, along with the bobblehead that came with the white one. Just some other action figures. So again, this is more of the action figure side of the room. So that is my Green Ranger shelf. And there's all my bits. Looking at the bookcase below, we've got, again, random stuff everywhere. So these are the Burger King toys that were for the 25th year anniversary, I believe. We've also got a 3D print of the Game Boy game. It's like a giant Game Boy game. It's really cool. Along with some of the small collectible figures still on their cards in pretty good condition. This is also something I've received recently. So this is by Decksmith, and it's a Green Ranger with his dragon dagger and the dragon Zord on the back, but absolutely beautiful. Still need to get something to display it on the wall with, actually. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that because it's really cool. This shelf, we're starting off with some of the Super7 stuff. This all came from America. It was the Hasbro Pulse exclusive, but it wasn't exclusive in the UK. We was unable to get it, so someone was kind enough to help me out and send them over just at normal cost. I will be reviewing these. I'm just not sure whether I want to do them all in one video or do them all separately yet, but I will get round to it. I've just got some other stuff that I really want to review first. And then down here we've got our Funko sodas, and then the VHS from Funko. And finally at the bottom of this shelf, this is all random Lego. Gotta be honest, it did all come from AliExpress, but it's actually really cool and a lot of fun to build. So we've got our Megazord, Tigerzord, Dragonzord, we've got Alpha and Zordon, some of the baddies. I've got 4 more here that I need to do, which I will be doing soon, and I've got a nice little shelf for them all to go in on the wall. They're not that expensive, especially if you can get them on sale, and they do come up really well. You just scan there for the instructions, and I believe that one's gold art. And I do just need to get the Rangers now, so this is all like the baddies and the extras. Keeping with Super 7, there's obviously a gap here because that's where Lord Draken's going to go, but we've got the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, the Megazord. We've got some reaction figures thrown in there, as well as the Super 7 Ultimates. Up here we've got some more, so a Dragonzord and the other 2 metallic figures, the green and the white. They're beautiful figures, by the way, but just not really for out of box, because the paint does tend to flake off a little bit. Over here, some more reaction figures and ultimates. So these are all more of the sort of what I would feel special edition or funky sort of boxes, which is why they're all together. And then we've got the Rangers over there. We've got Bulk and Skull in their funky boxes. We've got glow in the dark figures and the special edition Rita. Lastly, for Super 7, again, more reaction figures, but they are the con exclusive. I had to grab these. I got them for a really good deal from the whole shebang. They are really nice. They've got like the old school box and the old coin in the chest as well, so very nice. Obviously had to get those when I found out that the metallics were coming in a nice triangular box, so yeah, very nice. And now we've taken a look at the Super 7 stuff, we will move on to the random stuff before we go into the full Lightning Collection. So let's take a look at those. Now this is mainly down the bottom. These are the Zords. This isn't so much vintage, this is from Super 7, but I just thought it would fit very well. These 2 are from Bandai's Legacy line. I did receive both of those as gifts. I was very lucky to grab those. And this is a complete Tigerzord, and it does fully work. Really nice condition, so I couldn't say no to that. Moving over here, this is what I've got so far of the vintage collection. I am missing the Yellow Ranger and a couple of the flip heads, just the girls from the 8-inch figure. But I keep buying these off of places like Vinted and eBay, and they're just not in the condition they look in the photos, and it's just a bit, I end up throwing them away, to be honest, because half of them are awful. But I'm just hoping that one day I'll be lucky enough to get one in good condition and not have to pay £40 for a boxed one. This side, they're vintage style figures, but obviously they're figures that Hasbro had released over the last couple of years. So we've got just the VHS Megazords and the reissues of the flip heads. And finally, for vintage, this is all vintage stuff, so I'm just gradually picking these up as I go along, really. I'm not particularly on the hunt for anything specific. Some of the stuff I really wanted and had to get. Some of it just came up for the right price at the right time. Please excuse the dust on the bottom. We've been having work done at the house, and I haven't had a chance to clean off all these shelves yet, so please ignore those. It's not like me to be leaving dust on the shelves, especially when doing videos, so apologies to that. Anyway, at the bottom here we've got our Kellogg's Movie Ranger figures. We've got our Ninja Rangers. Half of them have like little chopping action where they can do some moves. They are missing the weapons, but to be honest, the price I paid for them, I don't really care. At the back, we've got the 95 movie promotion watches. Took me a little while to hunt those down. I did receive some of them as gifts. Obviously had to pick up the rest, so that was cool. Got some of the metallic movie figures there as well. Here I've got some figures from the Legacy line. So I've got the red, the pink and the yellow. Probably not something I'm looking to complete, but again, came up at the right price and I was very happy with those. Looking behind it, I have got the sealed version of the metallic white from the movie. Very nice condition box. Obviously still sealed, so that's cool. I've also got a nice example of the Red Ranger, again sealed, so that came up at a good price as well. These are just some vintage figures I picked up at a Comic-Con a little while ago. The cup was something that I had from being a kid, and the carded Ninja Rangers are something I received as a gift a little while ago. And finally, to the full Lightning Collection, I suppose. But anyway, Zord Ascension Project Megazord at the back. We do have the Dragon Zord, but he is sitting over here in the Green Ranger shelf, so they can combine. They are very, very nice. A little bit more delicate than anything else. To be honest, the Legacy is probably the better one to play with because it just clips apart and comes together and very well. So we've got the original Green Ranger and the Dragon Shield Black, the red that came in a 2-pack from Jason. Some of these I have messed around with, so I've swapped out the blue one because this one just looks better than the original one. The red helmet I've swapped out, the pink and the black helmets I've swapped out. I've changed all their blasters over just so they look nice in the display. This is just a 3D printed logo I got off of eBay. Moving down here, Season 1 display, I had this little diorama made a little while ago. So these are all the remastered figures. Obviously we've got the Zordon and Alpha 2-pack there as well. Zach and Kimberly both look very nice. I think they all look nice, to be honest, but it's cool that they come with the morphers and the extra heads, although Jason didn't come with his. I just wish that they'd done a little bit more with that, but I'm happy with what they did. On this side, sticking with mmpr, so I'll do those first. We've got some Z putties, Lord Zed on his 3D printed phone at the back. We've got the new release of Rita. You can change the faces on that, so she's very cool. Over this side, we've got our collection of Ninja Rangers. We've got our metallics. We've got the extra figures that come in 2-packs and stuff like that. So I've just put them in like a Season 2 and 3 sort of line display. On this side, they're just a little bit different mmpr stuff. So anything from the comics I tried to keep together, or that wasn't strictly basic mmpr. So we've got our Power Swap 2-pack, our Mega Rangers, Boom Studios, Draken and whatever else in there. We've also got the Legend of the White Dragon figures in there. I just didn't know where else to put them, and I really wanted to display them with some Lightning Collection figures. Moving down here, this is my In Space shelf, so I wish that there was a little bit more from that. I'd have loved to have done more with this display, just because we've got their Astro Megazord, we've got some gliders, some vehicles and stuff. All the Psycho Rangers looking really nice. So they're all displayed very nicely together. We've got a full team at the bottom. The final piece of the puzzle, the Master Morpher. I have reviewed this recently, so if you want to check that out, please check out my channel. Very, very nice. Over this side, we have got some full teams. Obviously, Turbo at the back is not one of them. We've got our Alien Rangers, our Beast Morphers, with some added figures from Hasbro Basic. Sitting opposite them, we've got Dino Charge, Lost Galaxy, Dino Thunder, another couple of beautiful figures that they've done, both from Dino Thunder. There's our White Ranger, looks beautiful, as well as a Dino Thunder Black Ranger. Lucky to have grabbed him at the time because he ended up being a bit of a pain to get in the end. Some more full teams on this side. These are Zeo, so this is probably one of my favourite teams. We've got our full Zeo team. This gold from the 2-pack. There's a single release at the back. Lots of cogs and our Zeo Megazord at the back. Nice full teams from SPD as well. So got our A Squad and B Squad, plus the leader himself and our sideman on his bike at the back. This again is more Boom Studio stuff, crossover stuff, whatever you want to call it. So these are just Ninja Turtle crossovers. We've got a Street Fighter crossovers, Cobra Kai crossovers. I know a lot of people didn't like them, but I actually really enjoy the crossover stuff. I think it just gives it a little bit more of a break of mmpr stuff. Speaking of mmpr, I did miss these out, but these are the villain shelf. Lots of different villains in here, a few putties and some army builders and whatever, with the Tengas, the original release of Rita. Pudgy Pig, one of my favourite figures. Very, very detailed, looks beautiful. Lastly, down here, we've got our random stuff that we were kind of left with. So some figures on their own there. Dino Fury Megazord with the Dino Fury figures in the middle. Some of our Wild Force and Time Force. And then coming away from the Lightning Collection, which I did forget about earlier, some Legacy stuff. I just really wanted this team in, so I did hunt these down. I got them all sealed for good prices. Really enjoyed building that Megazord at the end. And that is it for my collection room, I'm afraid, guys. There's quite a lot of stuff there, all cramped into a very small area. But is there anything here that you're really looking for? Is there anything that you would love me to add to my collection, or you would like me to review? Let me know in the comments what your favorite item was. Sorry this video took so long getting it out, and I appreciate you watching. But for me today, that is it, guys. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please consider subscribing. I've got some deliveries coming today, plus lots more to review, and they will be out this weekend. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.